Hi Catsters, Dr. Karyn here. One of the more challenging aspects of having indoor cats is making sure that they get enough enrichment and exercise in their lives. And there's a lot of things that we can do to make sure that that's happening, like having large cat trees, even installing some shelves. Outdoor catios are a really good option to make sure that they are stretching their legs, running around and climbing. And playing with our cats is another really important thing that we need to be doing. It keeps them engaged, it helps with our bond with them as well. And one of the more popular toys that a lot of people use to keep their cats entertained and exercising is the laser toy. Now, these are really popular, and I have to admit, I am a huge fan of them as well, to a certain extent. So you might be familiar with Cyril, who I like to call my cartilaginous cat because he's always very floppy. He excels at relaxing, he masters in sleeping, and he always makes chilling out look very easy. He manages to relax no matter where he is, and he always looks so comfortable. But one thing that Cyril isn't great at is exercise. Now, it's a lot easier to get a dog up and moving. You can put their lead on, you take them to the park or the beach, and you get them to run around. It's not quite so easy to convince a lazy cat to start running. So I have been quite a fan of the laser toy, but I do get a little bit worried about them becoming too fixated on it. And I've always found it quite curious that cats continue to enjoy chasing these toys even though they never ever get to catch that pesky little dot. And my biggest worry was Cyril, and in particular Alex, would become fixated on anything that caused a little light or reflection on a wall or a surface. And I realized this when Alex started perching on the same spot on our landing every night around the same time. And I realized that when we finished in the bathroom and closed the door, the light reflected off the metal door handle and went up on the wall, and Alex would chase this. Now, this lasted milliseconds. It was such a short space of time that light appeared on the wall, but he sat and he waited for it every night. And this made me a little bit concerned about him becoming fixated on the laser beam as well. It's been fairly well established that dogs can become hyper-focused and actually develop sort of an obsessive disorder with laser pointers, and it is strongly recommended that we don't use them with dogs. But there is growing concern that some cats can suffer with this as well. Now, being that I do want to make sure that my cats are getting enough exercise, I wanted to try to work out a way that they could still run and play with the laser, but to actually give that game an end point. Give them something tangible that they can catch at the end, and that way they feel that the game has been completed. Otherwise, I worry that they're sort of constantly alert, waiting for that laser to come back because they've never been able to catch and stop it. So what I did was introduce them to a little toy, and I expected Alex to be more interested in the toy, but it actually turned out to be Cyril. And I also used treats. Again, definitely thought Cyril would be the one going for the treats, but it was Alex who went for that option. So what I started doing was getting them playing with the laser, which was definitely easy enough to do. But then I was directing the laser to one or two of those rewards, either the toy or the treats. And as soon as they pounced on that reward, switching the laser off. And I did find almost immediately when they did pounce on their reward at the end, they stopped looking for the laser. Now, it's going to be some time before I know for sure if this has worked in the long term. Does this mean that they can switch off from the laser? Is Alex going to stop sitting outside our bedroom door just waiting for that flash of light. I think that might take a while, but stay tuned, watch this space, and we'll find out.